Welcome back. I want to say first and foremost, before I even get into this, is thank you to everybody that has been listening along the way, that has been supporting, sharing, liking, feedback, everything. My heart goes out to y'all. Thank you. Without y'all, I wouldn't be able to do this. So I want to say thank you. But let's just dive right into it. And we are in season 2. Season 2 is going to be about self-reflection. And this today is episode 1. And the topic of episode 1 is, who am I? Now, I don't know about y'all, but that phrase alone, who am I? It's a very powerful question. And now, if you wondering how do this tie into building any type of relationship, before you get in any relationship, what is the biggest question that you need to ask yourself? Who am I? Now, some people probably don't do that and jump into a relationship and try to figure it out. And by all means, you're free to do and live however you want. But if we want to be real with ourselves and be fair and honest to our partner, I will hope that when you get into a relationship, you know who you are. You know what you bring into the table. So today episode is going to be, who am I? So I want you to kick back, relax, probably get your partner, get a glass of wine or beer, depending on who's listening to or whatever you into. Doesn't really matter. But we're going to take a brief moment, listen to some music, and we will come back and we will dive into it. Welcome back. I hope y'all like that music. I mean, if you did, guess what? It's mine. I actually made it. So enjoy. But no, let's just dive right into it. The age-old question, who am I? Now, episode 1, season 2, who am I, with self-reflection, is going to be just about that. It's going to be reflecting on ourselves. And this one is going to be a personal journey, a personal journey into my backstory on how I became the person that I am. And let me tell you, like, you might be hearing me and thinking that I started off with all this confidence. Not for nothing, I did. I was fortunate to have a great upbringing when it come down to motivating and educating me as a person to be confident in myself. My mother did a phenomenal job. Like, she did a wonderful, and I mean a wonderful job on empowering me with that knowledge to, one, think for yourself, don't be a follower, and always be a leader and create your own happiness. The only setback was she failed to teach me about the world. And what I mean that is, she gave me all the tools on how to handle the world, but she didn't tell me on how nasty the world is, because she was a very strong individual woman herself. So she already came from confidence. She already lived her life, so she already knew how the world was. But I feel like she forgot, or she lacked the ability to express on how cruel the world is. And let me tell you, so let me give you a little journey, let's just say, or let's take a journey together. You know, for me, I was always told that I was powerful beyond any measure. My light is brighter than anything else. And, for some people that are listening to this, that might sound cocky or arrogant, but it's not. Like, we all have a burning light in us. We need to let our light shine brightly. And let me tell you firsthand, Society at an early age almost, almost destroyed my light only because I let it. Okay. I let society, I let the world almost destroy me because of these few words. I wasn't like everybody else. I didn't think like everybody else. I didn't act. I didn't love. I didn't show emotion. I didn't express myself like everybody else. And for a good little while, I really did think that there was something wrong with me. I'm looking around my peers, my friends, everybody around me is acting almost the same. And I was wondering why not me? Like, I don't get it. Like, is there something wrong with me? Do I lack the ability to emotionally attach to certain things? Do I lack the ability to see what they see or think how they think? And I'm being honest. Like, it took me a while to understand that it's not that I lack anything. It's just the fact that I am who I am. But I wasn't taught that. I wasn't My mother didn't know who I was because she wasn't me. And it's hard to, for parents, I would say it's hard to try to see our kids different than who we are. I mean, we kind of have this expectation on our kids to be a certain way and think a certain way. And we try to teach them to think and act a certain way, but we kind of fail to realize that they are different too. And to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that. And one thing that my mother really did do for me is she did pump me full of confidence. That's one thing I will say. But there's levels to having confidence. Like, I was confident in myself. Okay. I wasn't equipped to build or go through the negativity of the world. And that was something that was very different for me. Because when I got out into the world, I didn't meet people like me. I wasn't, to be honest, I wasn't surrounded with nobody like me until I probably got into college. And even that, it was just a handful of people that I can truly relate to. So guess what I did? And I don't know if you can relate to this, whoever listening to this, is I conformed myself to what the world wanted me to be. And I did that for a long time, secretly inside dying. I mean, dying, screaming to be this person, to be the extraordinary person that I know I could be. But I know, or I thought I knew, if I let my light shine bright, that I would be looked at as an outcast or something different because I did it before and I was looked at as an outcast. I was different. I was unique. Why do I act like that? Why do I look at the world like that? Why don't I express my emotions, something like that? And after a while, like, it kind of gets to you. And I I get I guess you say I got so tired of hearing why I'm so different, why I'm so different, why are you so different, that I gave in. Like, I slowly let my light dim. And it was almost at the breaking point. And this was in my 20s. I was almost at my breaking point that I was about to let my light shine or dim and die out until something truly hit me. And my god brother sent me a video on YouTube. And the video alone just, it really woke me up. And it was a clip from Coach Carter. I don't know if y'all remember the movie Coach Carter. Is the poem Our Deepest Fear. Our deepest fear, and I would definitely put in the link. I will not recite it, but I will give you a clip what really moved me. And it was the piece or the part that says that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, that we are powerful beyond measure.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
I mean, that alone is frightening. I mean, not for nothing, for anybody that can be truly truthful with themselves. Their biggest fear is not failing, but succeeding or meeting your own expectation and actually letting that shine brightly and actually being able to take the criticism. Okay. It's my light that's going to help other light shine brightly. And I didn't understand that. I thought I had to be like everybody else to be, fit in and stuff like that. And not for nothing. Like, I always fit in with any and everybody like that. I never had a problem with that. But the internal battle that I fought with myself to just be happy with myself was an ongoing battle every day. Every day. I looked myself in the mirror and was like, who are you, man? Like, we know who you are in the dark, but when you in the light, you a totally different person. Why can't you let your light shine brightly? And I kept going back and forth, just making excuses like, well, if I show people who I really am, then I'm going to get that feedback on why you so different, or why you think like that, or I'm wrong, or you should do this, you should do that. And at that time, I'll be honest, like, again, this is me being transparent, or me being transparent, that I wasn't ready for that conversation with the world, or I wasn't ready for that feedback. And so, like I said, I actually heard that speech, and that speech has been talked about, been posted on Instagram, Facebook. Again, like I said, I will definitely put the link below so y'all can listen to it if y'all never heard it. And then I will actually put the actual poem itself and the actual link below. But if you truly don't know what that means, I'm going to give you my interpretation of the poem, Our Deepest Fear. It just states, honestly, do not, above all, do not let nobody dim your light. Okay? You need to shine brightly because of you. Whoever listening to this, if you let your light shine bright, it will give permission to the next person to have their light shine bright too. We don't know how effective ourselves, or we don't know how effective, being ourselves is important to everybody else until we see our surrounding. I mean, let me tell you, like, I was surrounded by so many different people that wasn't bringing me no value whatsoever. Like, I thought these people was my friends, and they was the people that I grew up with. Some was my family, some was some close friends to me that I actually thought that was going to be there for the rest of my life. Even like girls that I was actually dating at the time. I didn't know as a young man that there's levels to this game. And when I mean this game, I'm talking about life. Like, yo, there's so many different levels. And if you are not ready to climb the ladder or the stairs, however you want to put it, to every different level, I need y'all to understand this. Like, yo, you cannot stay at one level. Now, staying at one level is being comfortable. You got to let your light shine bright. You got to keep moving. You got to keep elevating yourself to the next level, until you get better. And I mean, listen, we all can get better. I am not perfect. I work on myself every single day. I know there's certain things that I need to work on, and I make sure I work on it daily. I try to keep raising the bar, so I keep elevating myself higher and higher. And let me tell you, when I gave up that restriction on letting my light dim, and say, fuck it, I'm gonna let my light shine as bright as I want it to be, and not worried about what anybody else said, listen, that's when I truly became happy. That's when I truly understood the definition of happiness. Listen, I don't chase behind nobody. I am not envious. I don't hate on what another man have. I am not envy of anything that's out there because I breathe the same air just like everybody else. If I want something, I have the same opportunities just like every other person out there. My struggle might be different, but I still have the same opportunity to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And the number one priority that I have in my life is making myself happy. Now, happiness for me, listen, happiness for me is very simple. There's one thing I hold above all, and that is the ability to struggle with me. Not be happy with me. I know that sounds weird. I don't look for happiness. I look for if you can endure the struggle, because only in the struggle we find our solution. Everything can go, hunky dory, or it can go bliss and we can have a very lovey lifestyle when nothing happens. But when the first thing that happened that caused us to have a bump in the road, can we fight this, this struggle together? Can we be able to communicate and argue with one another and know that we are arguing not at each other, but we are trying to find a solution on the problem? Now, the episode today that I'm talking about, Who Am I? It ties in with the whole concept of what I'm doing, building healthy relationships, but understanding that if you don't know yourself, and I mean truly, if you don't know yourself, you should not be in a relationship. The reason why is a lot of people jump into a relationship trying to find themselves, and that's not fair. Okay? Hear me when I say that. That is not fair to you, and that's not fair to your partner. Your partner is not designed to be the one to figure you out. Okay? I'm sorry. A lot of people might not agree with that, but listen, if I'm coming into a relationship, I'm coming in at 100%. I'm not coming in at 25%. I'm not coming in at 50%. This is not that whole 50-50 shit, okay? I'm coming in at 100%. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not coming in dirty or scarred up because of life, fucked me up, because I am. But I'm coming in whole. I'm coming in as knowledgeable of myself that I can. Now, my partner can definitely take me to the next level. Again, like I said, there's levels to this shit. My partner will take me to the next level, but I got to be 100% knowing myself to be ready and able to go to the next level, and vice versa. Like if your partner is with you and if your partner is not 100%, now I'm gonna be honest, like, yo, it's not fair to you that you got to elevate your partner, and on top of that, building your partner up, and on top of that, trying to help your partner learn their self. Okay. And again, not a lot of people agree with that, but it's not fair that you have to correct everybody else's mistakes, because to be honest, you didn't do nothing wrong. And vice versa. Your partner should not be able, or your partner shouldn't correct all the mistakes of everybody else. That's not fair to your partner. And again, that's not fair to you. Now, life is going to fuck you up. Life is going to do some horrible things, but you got to know yourself. You got to know, one, what you stand for. You got to know your flaws. You got to know what your happiness. You got to know what you want, what you don't want, from finances to careers to what type of marriage you want, what type of partner you want. Like, you got to know all these things. And I know I'm talking with confidence, like, yo, you definitely should know this. Now, let me give you another little tidbit. It's also okay that you don't know, but take time to get to know yourself. Don't bypass the stage of getting knowing yourself. In my honest opinion, this is just my honest opinion. Level one should be about learning yourself. Before you even climb these steps or the ladder of life, before you even go out there, you need to know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, again, that's fine. But take time to get to know yourself. Because it won't be fair to your partner. And it's definitely not fair to you if you don't know what you want. And if you don't know who you are as a person. Like, I know life is the biggest life lesson out there. But there's so much of things that we can avoid if we just take time to truly understand that one concept. Who am I? And I know a lot of people are not patient, but patience is a virtue. Like, you need to take time to understand you. I personally work on myself daily. I research. Listen, if anybody that knows me personally, I love criticism. I take a lot of feedback. I mean, I don't care what it is in my personal life, in my business life. Like, I take a lot of feedback because how can I grow if I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong? Again, I'm not perfect. I make countless mistakes. I make multiple mistakes every day. Like, shit. I make mistakes probably, today's Monday, the 14th? I'm pretty sure I made multiple mistakes just today alone. I mean, just talking on the air right now, I probably made a whole bunch of mistakes just by talking, like, shit. But see, that's the thing. One, I would love the feedback on what I'm doing. And I take the feedback and I apply it. So the next time I do something, I do it better. And I keep doing it better. I'm not going to, like I said before, I wasn't prepared or I wasn't equipped with the tools to take the criticism as a young kid. I was confident. Don't get me wrong. I was definitely confident. And I'm still highly confident. I'm not cocky. I'm very confident in the ability in myself. Cocky and confidence, two different things. I know I might sound cocky, but no, I'm far from being cocky. I'm very humble. But I wasn't equipped with the tools to fight the criticism when I was a young child. When I got older, I started realizing that I need to stop looking for validation in other people to give me that confidence or that tool to fight back. I already had it in me. I just didn't know it. Now, my mother planted a seed in me a long, long time ago. And that was, sweetie, you can do whatever you put your mind to. You just got to believe. It starts with a thought. It literally starts with an idea and a thought. And for me, I always looked at the word differently. And I guess I need to stop saying that statement. I looked at the word differently. Honestly, I believe I don't look at the word differently. I just process it in my own way. I choose to see positive in the world that a lot of people see negative. I choose to see opportunities when people see there are a few opportunities. I choose to see creation over death. I choose to see happiness above all, other than sadness. But that goes with saying that I took time to understand myself. And again, I'm not perfect. I had doubt along the way. I had setbacks. I like I said before, I almost let the world destroy my life. But it got to that one part in my life that I was just about to give up and let the world truly dim my light and get comfortable in a situation that I was at. Until that brief moment in time, it made me realize that fuck what people say. The only thing that matters is you being happy. If you want to help anybody else, you got to start with yourself. If you want to make your partner happy, guess what? You got to be happy first. If you want to show love, you got to love yourself first. Like, I know this sounds selfish, but yo, at the end of the day, how can you create love and happiness in a environment that you truly not happy with yourself? That's almost humanly impossible. I know people try to fake it till they make it, but yo, a lot of relationship or marriages fail because one person's not happy. And on a deeper note, it's with their self, let alone with their partner. That's a whole different topic. I mean, we have to be happy with ourselves. We got to love ourselves. But above all, we definitely have to know who we are. And I challenge every last one of y'all out there is to take time to truly get to know who you are. I know who I am. I took time, I took years to figure myself out. And I'll be honest, some of y'all might have it a lot easier. Some of y'all probably already know who you are, so you don't have to worry about this segment here. But for the people that's out there is truly struggling on who you are, I would say take time. Truly take time, sit down, and figure out what makes you happy. And don't be afraid to let your light shine. Trust me, your light will shine bright and it will attract the right people in your life. And the people that's in your life, if the people don't like your light, guess what? Fuck them. They don't need to be in your life in the first place. You're unique. You're one of a kind. You have a light that was meant to shine. Do not take it from me. Do not let society or anybody around you tell you differently. Do not let anybody try to dim your light. Be comfortable who you are. You are unique. You're beautiful. You are handsome. You are intelligent. You are a creator. You are everything that you are. The only thing that you have to do is live up to your own expectation and your own capability. You have everything in you. And if you haven't ever heard this before, you are great. You are phenomenal. And you can do remarkable things. You are here for a reason. Statistically proven, the likelihood of you being born is 400 trillion to 1. So please use your life wisely and take time to figure out who you are. I want to say thank you, people. Thank you to every last one of y'all for listening, for tuning in to the first episode of season 2. Who am I? Just like in the previous season, if you like this, please share this. Give me type of feedback, some type of criticism. Share this with anybody that needs to hear this. And like last time, until the next time I talk to you,